Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've got a little two-part video for you today with some new products I picked up from Hot Topic. This is from Blackheart Beauty, which I've actually been pretty impressed with lately. So this is their Astronomical eyeshadow palette and their It's Written in the Stars lip collection. So this video is going to be on the eyeshadow palette, and then later on this week I will have the lip collection video up. But I'm really excited about both of these actually, just because mostly the lip products, I usually am always really happy with the Hot Topic lip products. And then this palette is super cute. Here, let me get this plastic off and I will show you guys. All right, so this is what the front of the palette looks like. It is the Astronomical eyeshadow palette from Blackheart Beauty, which is basically Hot Topic's beauty brand. This is what the inside looks like. So it's just this really awesome solar system. These are all baked eyeshadows with the exception of this one up here, which I believe it said it was a cream. I'll have to look at that and get you the details in a second. But that's the one thing I love about baked shadows is this gorgeous marbling, and so they actually look like planets. I think that is so beautiful. So I've never tried any of the Blackheart Beauty baked shadows before. I've always tried the just regular powder shadows, so I don't know what to expect here. I'm hoping that they'll be better, but you know, I'm gonna go in with an open mind because it is pretty cheap drugstore quality. This palette retailed for $12.90. I got it on sale. I think I paid 10 or 11 for it. So yeah, looking on the back, it says that, so these are all baked eyeshadows, and then this is a glitter eyeshadow. It looks like it's some kind of like cream with glitter in it. So I'm going to swatch these all. I will say, like, the one thing I'm not really looking forward to, if you can tell, see how deep down in the pan they are? I get that it's supposed to look like a solar system, and I do like the design of this palette. However, I don't like how far down into the pan they are because it's gonna just make it a little trickier to get to them. So I think they could have done that a little differently. Fingers crossed that it'll actually be pretty on the eyes. Let me do some swatches and then we'll do an eye look. All right guys, so these are the shades right here. First up we have Nebula, Solar Glow, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Moon. So first off, I absolutely hate this glitter. It basically feels like Vaseline with glitter in it. Saturn probably took the most building to get the color payoff that you see here. For some reason, that one just did not want to pick up, but the rest of them, I got some nice color payoff. They were very difficult to get swatches with my fingers just because of that awkward pan shape. So we'll see how it goes with a brush. I'm thinking I'll probably utilize a wet brush for a lot of these, and I think that'll help, but we will see. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna use this glitter. I don't know, it's kind of gross. It's grossing me out. We'll see. All right, so first up, I'm gonna start out with the shade Venus on a fluffy brush. This shade turned out way too light, so I'm basically just using it kind of to set my lid. Next up, I'm going into Jupiter, and I'm using kind of the deeper taupey portion of the marbled shadow to kind of get a deeper color, and running this all through the crease as well as on the outer corner. Now with a small brush, I'm using Uranus to try to deepen up that crease a little bit. This is dry, and as you can tell, I'm having to dip back in multiple times. It's just really sheer when used dry, unfortunately. Now with a flat, wet brush, I am using the shade Neptune, and I'm basically putting this on the inner and outer corner to do a halo eye. I am layering this about 2 to 3 times to get maximum impact out of that color. With that same brush, I'm going into Uranus, and I'm kind of filling in a little bit further into the eye and connecting the two across the top. Unfortunately, they pretty much look the same when they're side by side, but you know. Next up, I'm using Mercury to fill in the center of the halo eye. I am layering this about 3 times to get a really good bright icy blue. Then I'm just kind of going back over with the blue to kind of tighten up the halo a little. Now dipping into the shade Moon with a wet brush still, and I'm using this to highlight the inner corner, and I also like to bring it up and connect to the crease. That's just what looks good on my eye shape. Now I'm using a flat brush into the shade Mars, and I'm using this on the lower lash line. I started out with this brush being kind of dry and it just wasn't working. Once I wet the brush though, you can see how amazing this red color is, and I really made a thick red line. Now I'm using a pencil brush and going into the shade Solar Glow, and I'm running this underneath the red. I really do not like this, but I did it on the other eye, so I wanted to repeat it. What I did to kind of fix what I didn't like was went back into Jupiter, and I'm just running that underneath it. The yellow just did not work the way I wanted it to. Then back into Mars, I'm just kind of making sure that red is really vibrant and smoky. To finish off the look, I'm using a red eyeliner. This is the Face Shop and Marvel collection, but I know Urban Decay has a bunch of red liners. I just thought it added a nice little touch. Then of course doing a black wing. This is the Tarte Sex Kitten liner. I'm kind of on the fence about whether I like this liner or not. And of course curling the lashes and mascara. I've been loving this Butter London double decker mascara. And my favorite cheap lashes, the Ardell Wispies. I just can't get enough of these. They always just go nicely with my looks. Alright guys, so this is the finished look using the Blackheart Beauty Astronomical palette. It really wasn't until I was completing, like putting the lashes on the other eye, that I kind of looked and realized I made a very 4th of July appropriate look. Or I guess it could be like Captain America shield inspired. I don't know. I didn't really intend to do the whole red, white, and blue thing. I was really just trying to avoid doing the usual for me, which is like the green, and I didn't want to do the purple, and I thought the red was really pretty. I really had intended to use this yellow more on the lower lash line, but as you guys saw, it just didn't really work right. So yeah, red, white, and blue. So overall thoughts on the palette, I actually really like it. I completely say it even more now that these two blues are completely unnecessary. I thought I was going to be able to get more of like a 3-tone look up top on the lid, going from like a deep blue into a medium blue and then the kind of icy blue shade, but really when you put them side by side they look almost identical. And I don't know if you noticed, but what I tried to do on some of these shades was grab the deeper part of the marbling. So especially on this Jupiter shade, there's more of like this deep taupey purple shade around the outer part, and that's where I was trying to grab for deepening up the crease. This Venus shade, like when I swatched it, I almost got it to swatch pink, but when I dipped it with a brush, it really just picks up that white, and so it really ends up just being a good shadow to maybe set your lid with. I wasn't really able to use any of them dry and be happy with it. I think it really just would have been too much work. I just think that wet is the way to go with these types of shadows, at least for the shimmers. You can definitely do dry on the 2 mattes, but that's about it. Because this Solar Glow, I tried using this basically dry on the pencil brush, and it just kind of deposited a little tiny flecks of yellow, but that was really it. It was really sad. And yeah, I did not use that shade. I'm sorry guys if you wanted to see it, but it grosses me out. Like, it feels like Vaseline. I even touched it on my arm after I did the swatches to see if it would dry or anything, and literally it just felt like somebody put glitter and Vaseline and then it was on my arm, and I really didn't want it on my face. So I am definitely the most disappointed in that shade. I think it could have been really pretty had they made it like a cream glitter, or I would have honestly been happy with just a pressed glitter shadow. But why they chose to make it this gross Vaseline-y feeling, I mean, it's not gonna ever dry, so stuff's gonna stick to it. It's probably gonna transfer from your lid onto your brow bone if you have hooded lids like me. So that shade's a fail if you ask me. But yeah, so I like this palette a lot. Other than that really gross glitter shade, I really do like the palette. So, oh, and one more thing before I go, I did want to let you guys know who the winner of my giveaway was. I did update the description box of the video, and I'm gonna post it on Instagram, so that'll probably have gone up before this video does, but just in case, I did want to just note it in this video so that you guys know that I did pick a winner. The winner is Lauren J. I'll put her little picture up here. I've already contacted her, so congrats to Lauren. And if you didn't win, don't feel bad, because I plan to do more of these in the future as I hit some more milestones, so there will be other opportunities. But I wanted to thank you guys again for supporting me, for getting me well past 1,000 subscribers. So thanks for all the love and support. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Don't forget, if there's something specific you want to see, like a palette or a look, you can always leave me a comment below or let me know on Instagram, because I'm always looking for things that maybe I haven't seen, you know, new product releases that, like, especially indie brand releases. So if you see anything cool, definitely let me know and I will try to check it out. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.